admire how he's kind of steered the ship through such a mess?
Yeah, I mean, he's always been somebody that I've admired the way that he goes about his business and the way that he coaches. I mean, I think even, when times have been very tough this year, and we've had the young team with guys being hurt, he's been able to get the best out of us. I mean, at the very least, has us playing extremely hard night in, night out, even when we're accumulating losses. So that's something to be said for that. And he's been in this league almost 40 years now, so he's seen it all, done it all, and knows how to get the best out of his guys. So, I mean, we appreciate that. And, that's not always easy to do.
I know you were sort of watching from afar, but December and January was so kind of depressing for everyone. You almost see him like bounce back or rejuvenated now?
Yeah,
you know
for sure. A lot of that is because of me, and I'm kidding. Thank you for laughing, Tad and Fred. No, I think it's always, the game's always more fun when you're not fighting that battle of attrition. We talk about it all the time, especially when guys are out, but also when you're playing the game the right way. I think early on, just obviously having young guys, there's going to be some growing pains, but just coming back and guys playing the right way and practicing hard and going through shoot-arounds with attention to detail, I think that can help refresh and also replenish a coach.
How, if at all, do you think him being a former player has helped connect?
It's huge, and especially with when you have a rookie point guard, or even when you have a vet point guard like B Knight, you can kind of get the best out of both. You get the best of both worlds, but he's definitely a player's coach, a guy that, has, like I said, seen a lot in this league as a former player and a head coach. So I think that holds a lot of weight with our guys.
I know Dan Gilbert, way back when they announced the All-Star game, said, I guess there's coaches for certain situations. Can you see why he was the guy for this one?
Yeah, yes. I mean, just go back to him getting the best out of us, playing extremely hard. When maybe we're lacking some talent or some veterans, he knows how to get the best out of his players, and he's willing to give guys opportunities. And I think in a situation like this, you have to give certain guys a chance. Even guys that we're calling up, either putting on 10 days, or guys from our G League team that we're giving a chance. So he's very willing to do that, while also making sure that we're not only, when you guys aren't here, we're going extremely hard in practice. So I think that's something that's been big for us.
Are you fully minutes restriction gone?
Yeah, for the most part. After this past weekend, I kind of was saying enough of that. So I'm ready to just as many minutes as they need me out there. I'm willing to play so long as I'm feeling good.
It seems like every time we talk about you guys, as a group, we talk about playing faster, things like that.
We've been saying that for 5 years.
I know. Given the personnel that you have, is that realistic?
I think it is, but there's speaking of practice, there's even times in practice where we're not making the right play. Where you can see our youth show, and we're either having a one-pass shot, no-pass shot, or we're just not making the right read. Big Z's running the floor, we're not hitting them in transition. Guys aren't running the floor, so we're not getting those open threes. So I think a lot of it is effort, a lot of it's execution, but we need to get a lot better at that. But I think we do have the ability to run. We just, there's a way to do it, and to do it the right way. It's a lot different when you have a guy like Kyrie playing downhill, or the freight train that is LeBron James playing downhill, that just takes everybody in the paint, and then you have those three balls.
I think statistically, you guys are the second slowest team in the NBA. Does that to you then?
Yeah, I think it does, and that's not going to get you a whole lot of easy buckets or a whole lot of easy shots, and in the pace and space NBA, it's not going to get you a whole lot of wins either. So I think you see a lot of teams at the top that play extremely fast and are getting those shots, and in some cases getting in the bonus early because they're running the floor, or finding their shooters in transition or getting easy layups. So you know, it's something that we, especially this offseason, we need to look at and you know, say we need to play a lot faster.
You've been in touch with LeBron since he passed MJ.
Oh yeah, I texted him right after that. But I honestly didn't think he was going to get back to me because I can only imagine after passing MJ and you know how much that meant to him and his team that you know I probably wouldn't see anything back. But you know he responded right back after the game, and that was a huge moment for him, huge moment for the NBA too. So it was, you know, when certain moments happen like that, it's always, I feel like, important to reach out with a former player, especially a guy at that level. But it seemed like when we were here, every few weeks, he was breaking some sort of record. But that one is particularly special when you consider the company that he's in.
Cheney joked with me the other day that he doesn't feel bad for LeBron at all going through what he's going. Do you feel for LeBron?
I mean, those are the type of growing pains we're talking about with a young team, and they have a lot of talent too, and guys that you know have been in and out of the lineup like Ball. I think they shut him down for the season. He's fought you know some things I saw with some injuries, I should say. Ingram, you know, I think talking about blood clots, right? Something like that. So that's really scary. That's a whole nother subject. Wishing him the best because you know how that went with Chris Bosh. So you know the trades and it's just never ending. I mean the NBA can come at you fast, right? So I know that speaking of reassessing the offseason, they'll kind of I know that they'll get to that. Their front office and organization will get to that, but you know for Bron it could be a really good thing. I mentioned the other day after somebody asked me like him. You know, what's going to be like him having an off season? I said, listen, I don't know, but I know if there's one guy that doesn't need any more ammo or inspiration, it's Bron, and he's going to get that being out for the whole summer.
You can imagine how ticked he is.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's one of the, if not the biggest competitor I've ever been around. So for him, that's, I mean, he lives, breathes, sleeps, eats basketball. He knows that, you know, everything that he does off the floor. You know, from family to, you know, I Promise school to everything doesn't happen without that basketball. So I can imagine it's got to be tough for him.